Hi, everyone. So yes, that's me. I'm Maria Cabral. I'm a people development lead at FARFETCH, and today I will tell you all about how Easygenerator is helping us empower our people to create learning content themselves. So I don't know if you've heard of FARFETCH already. Hopefully you've shopped at FARFETCH already. Good. So we are a leading global marketplace for the luxury fashion industry. So basically we are connecting people, customers around the globe with hundreds of the best brands and boutiques in luxury fashion, providing the best shopping experience. But we're here to talk about learning, right? So how do we learn at FARFETCH? So for many years, we've been focusing not only on creating and delivering world-class development programs for all levels of the organization, but also we have been focusing on evolving our learning culture in a way that makes learning and development something that is organic, dynamic, and also embedded into our daily processes. So we believe that learning is continuous and collaborative. We believe that only if we are able to turn learnings into practice on the job are we actually evolving our skills and our knowledge. So we promote curiosity, we promote ownership, but we also give big importance to knowledge sharing as a tool for continuous development and for knowledge retention, especially when we're talking about functional knowledge. And for that reason, we have created Fusion. And what is Fusion, you may ask? So Fusion is basically a set of tools and initiatives that take knowledge sharing to the next level, okay? So our initial ambition was to promote peer learning, to structure and to formalize peer learning, because we know that happens every day in all our interactions. So we wanted to help people to make it more formal, structured, and scalable, okay? We started by building a toolkit that was called FARFETCHER to FARFETCHER Toolkit. Then it evolved into a guide for creating digital learning. And then we believe that there was a lot of potential for it to be much, much more than that. And so we envisioned Fusion to be the one-stop shop for everything knowledge sharing. Okay, so that knowledge sharing became a good practice, but also that it was properly done in a pedagogical and in a scalable way. And so by organizing this process of knowledge sharing, by providing tools, tips, resources, knowledge in general, platform, we can increase the success and the impact of these initiatives as well. And so Fusion really aims to drive change, okay? So, and for that, we needed to act in different fronts and in different levels of the organization, not only to influence through leadership and culture, but also to build a community where we promote these best practices, where we promote knowledge sharing. And this needed to be done with the help of tools and technologies that would help us promote and encourage these to take it to the next level. And that's where Easygenerator comes in. Our subject matter experts, the ones who really own the knowledge spread within the organization, they become the authors of our learning content. So at this point, you should have already stopped by Easygenerator's booth. But if not, let me tell you what it is all about. So Easygenerator is an e-learning authoring tool. It basically allows for everyone to easily develop and publish learning content, their own learning content, in a didactic, dynamic, and engaging way. So it is allowing us to scale training by giving voice to all the experts that we have spread within the organization. And in fact, it's very easy, it's very quick to learn and to use, and the results are really structured and professional. So I think that's where it really makes a difference. Because with Easygenerator, everyone can create learning content, and the learning content can be effective and engaging for the learners. And at FARFETCH, our approach specifically to Easygenerator was quite gradual. So we started by a 6-month pilot, which went well, obviously, because we then evolved into a soft launch in targeted areas, the areas that we believed would most immediately impact or benefit from this implementation, but also that would offer us lessons learned to evolve on this implementation. And then we continue going, spreading throughout the business with more and more engagement campaigns with Easygenerator, always linked to Fusion, so that it was a tool to improve how we were sharing knowledge within the company. And in order to scale the usage of Easygenerator, we also had some specific actions. So, for example, we have created a community on Slack where we are gathering authors, and we are providing updates, we are providing lessons learned, sharing success stories, offering specialized training from the Easygenerator team, so where we centralize everything and learn from one another, so knowledge sharing at its best. And then we also always encourage all the authors to have co-authors in a way that not only are we ensuring knowledge retention if something changes, but also we're spreading the word and getting more people involved. And then, as importantly, we have created a data dashboard, a dashboard that is fed by the Easygenerator team themselves. So they are giving us some important data from our authors, the courses that they are creating, and so on. And then we are working this data internally so that we have visibility and some sort of control, the minimum control that we need to have over the types of contents that are being created, the themes that people are working on, so that if we need to put people who are working on the same theme working together, we can. And also if we have someone working on a theme that our central L&D team is working on, we can discuss that and align priorities and not be overlapping or duplicating work. So this is an important part of it as well. And in fact, this whole implementation is going well, so well that I brought with me a couple of success stories that I really want to share with you to tell you how it has impacted our teams. So the first example, the first story is from our customer service team. So at FARFETCH, we work with customers, as you may understand. We have a big customer service team responding to customer needs around the globe, ensuring the best possible experience for these customers. These kinds of jobs, as you may understand, have some level of turnover. People move around the organization and also have different workloads throughout the year as we are responding to peak seasons, sales seasons, and so on. And so in order to ensure that we were providing excellent customer service to everyone and throughout all these different seasons, we had to start to build and grow an internal specialized training team within these service excellence areas, because we couldn't support them centrally from our central L&D team. So we need to have some specialized functional training to support with onboarding and with service improvement in general. And this team grew because it was such an important work that they were doing. And in fact, in these peak seasons, at some moments, we were onboarding huge groups of people and we were offering them specialized training. Much of it was in person, much of it was instructor-led. There was a lot of time being dedicated to that. Of course, there were also some digital resources, but not only were they minor, but also they were built-in tools that not everyone was trained to use. So it was not so easy to update or make changes or evolve the content at the speed that we needed to be updated. And so over the last few years, this team has evolved. One of their ambitions was to make training more scalable, be faster to respond to these new needs, and be able to make changes and create more autonomy overall in this training. And once again, you may guess, this was made possible with the introduction of Easygenerator to this team. So what happens now? We have a smaller team because of automation and digitalization, of course, but also because of business changes and evolution. But the team can be equally effective in delivering high quality and effective onboarding training to this specific customer service area. Okay, so the team members are much more autonomous in building, delivering, and updating the learning content. They can respond quickly to business changes and to new needs, and the training itself has a bigger load of digital, so it can be a bit more self-paced, so we offer more flexibility and autonomy to the learners as well. Additionally, with Easygenerator, we can have contents that are structured, they are logical, that are easy to follow, and also aesthetically pleasing because we have our own templates that we can use specifically for each of these areas. So, in summary, Easygenerator has allowed us to save resources on the one hand, but also to scale training at the same time. So if you think about it, these two are usually mutually exclusive things. So this is a huge advantage and for sure a success story that I wanted to tell you today. But I have another one. Let me tell you another one. This one is from our technology team. So some of you may work with technology as well. In our case, we have this huge technology team with so much technical knowledge, so many technical specificities, so many tools that they are working with, that it would be really, really difficult for us in the central learning and development team to be able to support all these functional needs throughout the year with specialized, qualified, effective training. So they work, as I was saying, with different platforms and different tools, and they require training, for example, for new joiners. They require training on software updates, and there are a lot of software updates. And this is the case specifically on the story that I want to tell you, with a set of tools, concepts, processes that support lean portfolio management. It's quite specific, but it's something that most people in our tech team had to have contact with. And so most people have to have training on it, on their onboarding. And they were having training with their own team, with their manager, not in a very homogeneous way, time consuming for the people that were supporting them. And it was not the best experience overall. And so our centralized tech excellence team, the ones that are trying to improve how things work within technology, they explore Fusion and explore Easygenerator and found this as a potential solution to optimize this lean portfolio management training. And so as they were exploring, they tried out and created a course. And this course was launched, and it was launched with a good engagement campaign, and it was a success. The learners were really happy, everyone was really engaging with it, and it was such a success that the team continued doing more and more and more, because there's always more things that we want to share with your people, right? And so at this point, they have a whole program. Okay, so Easygenerator has allowed the team to become autonomous in creating this content. And in fact, after the first course, things become easier and easier and easier. And so they also kept exploring the new features like Easy AI, which also eases the life for them. They have exploring another new feature that came up recently, which is scenarios, which has worked really well with learners in the technology team specifically. And so, as I was saying, we have a full program right now, fully built on Easygenerator and fully built by this technology team themselves, with minor support from our L&D team. So we're very happy with the results. The content is evolving in line with business needs as well. Updates on the platform are quite easy. So every time the system changes, we can update it easily and just have a quick sharing with the learners to say, okay, there's an update here, take a look and complete the training yourself. We're very happy with where we got to. There's lots more to do, but this is for sure another success story that I wanted to share with you and that may be relatable for some of you in your companies. And so, like in these examples, we have many other teams and many other colleagues who have been exploring Fusion as a tool to really empower everyone to share their knowledge and therefore to scale learning, and specifically using Easygenerator as a platform to digitalize it. So with this approach, we want to turn all this knowledge that is spread within the organization, that is distributed in different formats, in different platforms, in different structures, into pedagogical content, whenever it makes sense, of course, making it scalable and easily accessible in a centralized platform. In our case, our LMS is within Workday. And so we believe that this is an important step towards evolving our learning culture and to really optimize knowledge sharing, but also to ensure that knowledge retention is happening. And that is important in the long term as organizations change and evolve. So to finalize, let me tell you about our ambitions. So in fact, we have been working a lot with Easygenerator in learning and development processes and projects. It's indeed the most obvious and logical approach, but we see more potential. We believe there's other areas that could benefit from tools like these. For example, we can take our global onboarding to the next level. We can be better at functional onboarding because we have functional specificities that go above the level of the global onboarding that we already have implemented. And we can, by empowering the experts to develop that, we can create functional onboarding for each business areas and to have that continuously updated. We also see opportunities in offboarding, for example, for more specifically using resources like checklists and step-by-step guides to improving the experience on the offboarding process. And overall, in talent management and people process, overall the whole life cycle, we believe there's opportunity to take advantage of these more and more. In addition to that, we are big believers, as you may have already understood at this point, of how sharing knowledge and leveraging our internal expertise are really key processes for any organization to evolve. And so we see projects like Fusion being integrated, for example, in our approach to succession planning, as I was saying, because we believe that to be crucial to prepare for any changes and challenges that our organizations may face in the future. And with this, I got to the end of my presentation. If I can leave you with a message, is this: empower your people, not only as learners, but also as experts, because we are all experts on something and we have valuable knowledge to share. Thank you.